morning. I don't know if any of you will actually be here because I forgot to put out my extra shares of concert time and stuff, but there's at least 2 of you I see on here. Oh, at least 20. Well, that's a good start. Hi, Cozy. Cozy is first one in, apparently, and Susan Kohuth is second. No prize for you, dear. And Alan Kane and Andreas Postler, Jean Galligan, Heidi McClure, all my friends, Ann Mintz, who usually has a hard time getting here in the morning, but made it today. What a bunch. What a bunch. Lots of people already. So welcome to another curve flattening concert. I'm Raleigh Brown, and we're still up here in the living room. I'm kind of wondering whether to go back to the basement or not. I don't need to. I could stay here now, but we'll see. So, as usual, hey, David Roth, nice to see you, and Robin Stratton. Lots of old friends, lots of new friends, and of course, my posse, my friends who are here all the time, Carol Pratt and Donna Greenberg, Kate Petrella, Charlie Ortolani, many more, Howard Hobbs, Cindy Dinsmore, Joyce Goldberg, John Sprouse, Charlie Bryant, only one of him. There is really only one of Charlie Bryant. And Deb Leiby Clark, and Dorothy Holland in Santa Fe, and Dwight Shoemate, my next door neighbor, who used to covet this guitar, but he doesn't have to anymore. Claude Galinsky, Nancy Daynard. I'll give you just a couple more seconds for people to get in the doors and get their seats. You don't need to wear a mask when you come to this concert. Debbie Lipster Vasallo in Spain, in Madrid, if I remember correctly. Okay, so got some songs for you today. Hey, Michael Tierson. Little new stuff with the camera. I hope everything looks good. I think it looks pretty good on the screen here. Hi, Steve Davidson and Clifford Wagner. Too many people to thank, too many people to express my gratitude to. But it's there for everybody, for all of you guys. You're right, David. It is a guitar to covet. So, has a nice tone. So I have a summer song and a winter song. It has been brought to my attention that some of you are living in a snowy, wintry wonderland. Here in southeastern Pennsylvania, we have lucked out so far. We have not, if that's the way you look at things, we have not seen a snowflake to speak of. And right now it is sunny and beautiful outside my window. It's cold. The dog walk was chilly this morning. Hey, Kokomo, I'm sorry I didn't have time to hear you this morning. But I hope your odd connectivity issues are technical and not personal. So first, the summer song. I think of this as a summer song because I first heard it in the summer, and I heard it in I guess it's Saugerties, New York, at Woodstock when John Sebastian came up on stage and debuted this song, which I have always loved, thought of as an anthem for my generation. Well, how have you been, my darling young children, while I have been away in the West? Though you are strangers, I feel like I know you by the way that you greet me and offer to feed me and eagerly ask if I'll stay for a rest. Now sit yourselves down in a pile here before me. I wish I had presents for for each of your smiles. But I have been traveling without much to carry. Just a beat-up guitar case with tape on the sides, a bag and a few signs to help me get right. But here are some beads from the throat of a princess who lived in the time of 200 BC. So divide them and wear them, be sure that you share them, 'cause I give them in the hopes you might grow up to be as lovely as the lady who gave them to me. And here is a strange European guitar string. Found it on the floor of a club in Marseille. It's fat for the third string, but skinny for the fourth string. But I kept it in the hopes I might use it someday. Ain't it funny how people just keep things that way? Here is a turtle from the Long Island Expressway. He tells me his home has been covered in tar. So I gave him a ride on the back of my suitcase. And he says that he'd like to live here in your yard. At long last, his life won't be so hard. So how have you been, my darling young children, while I have been away in the West? Though we are strangers, I feel like I know you by the way that you greet me and offer to feed me and eagerly ask if I'll stay for a rest. By the way that you greet me and offer to feed me and eagerly ask if I'll stay. John Sebastian's song, How Have You Been? And I commiserate with him because people are eagerly offering to feed me right now. I have more food here than I know what to do with. And I want to thank Jay Munyo came by last night, dropped off some spicy tofu with green beans. Boy, was that good. I had already eaten so much food I could only have a little. I'm saving it for later. But one of the nice things. And Peggy Baldridge Foster's here. I love you, my dear. I hope you're doing well. The Gibson girl, Laura Jackson Selden. I'm not going to get to name all the names today, but hi, Barbara Dean. And Harriet Hart. A lot of Sam W. people. Mike Kaufman, my brother. I hope all is going well at your house. And Jim Moore, who I talked to last night. Jim, the package went out this morning. Kokomo says, every once in a while I need a good rebooting. Yeah, I hear you, bud. Okay, so next song up. This is a winter song. And of course, is from Canada. It was written by a band named called Steel Rail, and because I'm a space cadet, I can't remember the name of the guy who wrote it. I think it was actually a woman who co-wrote it with the lead singer. I'm not sure of that. Snow needles in the headlights. Cold moon knows the way I feel. It was snowing in Toronto when I got behind the wheel. 12 hours on the road. Now the flakes still coming down. I got 3 more days of blacktop till I'm back in my hometown. Driving home, I'm driving home across 1,000 miles of snow. Drifts dancing across the highway, static on the radio. I'm humming Walk That Lonesome Valley, so I won't feel so alone. I left my life behind when I moved east so many years ago. Now these empty roads will take me home to faces I won't know. I'm driving home, I'm driving home across 1,000 miles of snow. I left the concrete and the neon for these empty fields of grain. But I wish each time these wipers arced, they'd wash a week away. And in the center of the city, I still heard that west wind blow. Now this old slant 6, my regrets will carry my heart home. I'm driving home, I'm driving home across 1,000 miles of snow. Lord, I'm driving home, driving home across 1,000 miles of snow. "1,000 Miles of Snow" from the band Steel Rail. Now I have a little dilemma here. The dilemma is I've been flat picking for 2 tunes, and I didn't really get to warm up my finger picking chops, which are what comes next. So this may be ragged, but hopefully it'll be right. And this was one of the tunes that started it all for me many years ago. I play it every once in a while. I realize now, with a lot of the music I play, that there are generations of, that these tunes, which to me were like the old chestnuts that everybody was tired of hearing, now are tunes that there are generations of people who have never heard. So that allows me to play them with impunity. But first, who else is here? Who do I have to say hi to, who I didn't already? Andreas Posler, did I get you? Beverly Smith, my dear. Beverly, I really want you to do a really good studio recording of that song you wrote, because it's so beautiful. And then to post it on YouTube and send me the link, and I will share it till the cows come home. And my sister-in-law, Sue Lewandowski, who is sharing the grief of our loss of my wife and her sister, as is their whole family. There were 4 sisters. Jan was the oldest. Bunny Barnes, you're here. And Rhoda Tepurzer. Rhoda was an old friend of Jan's, as was Michelle Benjamin. Okay. So, I have a lifelong love of A minor tunes, and it really all started with this one, Angie. Angie, written by Davy Graham, played to perfection by Bert Jansch, and kind of homogeneously covered by Paul Simon. The Paul Simon version really isn't bad, but it pales next to the Bert Jansch version, which is what I always try to emulate when I play this tune. So Kokomo is here, the Kokomo Kid. He plays Coffee with Kokomo. That's Guy Davis, a wonderful blues man and raconteur, and just a funny, lovable guy who is a great musician, singer, songwriter, and all those things. And he does a 10 a.m. Coffee with Kokomo every morning except Saturday. Cozy Sheridan is here. Cozy and Charlie Koch. On Tuesday, we'll do a 10:30 stream. They are among my, they're a do not miss for me. I do not ever want to miss one of their shows. And if you do miss it, you can always go back and watch it later on their page. Just like you can with this show. If you missed the beginning and you're just jumping in here, you can go back and watch it again. Okay. My buddy Alex Bevan, who is my guitar and music buddy for 50 years and then some, probably. He was the first guy I ever got to play backup guitar in a really professional recording studio on an album of his. And he and I are just, somehow we found each other, and we were people of like mind. We're very different and we're very much the same. He's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 3:30, and he goes for about an hour, and he's a little bit of a wild man, which is a good thing. It's like different from my tightly constrained mode of operation here. Hey, Che Turner's here, and Fred Arcolio. Thank you guys for tuning in. Margot Lemieux, my love. Mel Green, Cindy Glorioso, Marlene Burke, Chris Hertz, Betsy McIntyre, Rusty Leisenheimer, my childhood friend. We met in 6th grade when I was transferred from Benjamin Franklin Elementary School to Lincoln Elementary School, and Rusty was there, and we hit it off right away. He had the greatest collection of those little first books that came out of all the Peanuts cartoons, and you'd go to his house and he'd have like little Peanuts action figures, for want of a better term. It was like a wonderland, and he was just a wonderful guy, and he still is. Hi, Erica Weiss, and you're still enjoying the Bert Janschen instructional DVD. Thank you. So I'm going to do one more tune. Did I leave anybody out? Alex, Cozy, and Charlie. Kokomo, a.k.a. Guy Davis. Wednesday nights, I'll mention this on Tuesday. Wednesday nights, there's Frank Fatuski's Blues, and there's also Claudia Schmidt. There's only one of Claudia Schmidt, believe me. And so once again, I want to thank you all, and I'll say goodbye at the end, but I want to thank you all for the incredible outpouring of support which I have received, and which really Janice, my wife, received from you all. And it's a beautiful thing. In a time when our country has been filled with darkness, a darkness we pray will be lifting in just a month or so. 5 weeks now, 6. It just warmed my heart to have so many people say so many nice things. But I'll let off, okay? And this song has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's the opposite of that, but it's a song I love to play, and you might enjoy hearing it. Now once I lived the life of a millionaire. I was spending all my money and I didn't care. Taking my friends out for a mighty good time. I was buying bootleg liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. I didn't have no friends and I had no place to go. If I ever get my hands on $1 again, I'm gonna hang on to that sucker till the eagle grins. nobody knows you when you're down and out. If in your pockets you haven't got a penny, then your friends, you haven't any, just let you get back on your feet again. Then everyone becomes your long lost friend. You know it's mighty strange, without a doubt, how nobody knows you when you're down and out. Yes, you know, nobody knows you when you're down and out. Now, if in your pockets you haven't got a penny, you know that your friends, you haven't any, but let you get back on your feet again. And everyone becomes your long lost friend. It might be strange without a doubt, how no one knows you when you're down and out. I mean, when you're down and out. Hey, Mike Verbeek. So nobody knows you when you're down and out. Ida Cox, is that it? I'm not sure right now. So let me do my goodbyes. I want to thank all of you for coming out yet again. And I will be back on Tuesday at 3 p.m. for another stream. I want to keep this going, and I love all of you for coming out. And I can see, I kind of keep track. There's been more listeners the last couple days, friends of Jan's, I think, and all kinds of people. And I welcome you, new listeners. This is a service I've provided for myself because I needed it during the pandemic. I needed some structure in my life and something to keep me creatively occupied. But it's also something I wanted to give to people so that if you are, as you should be, trying to stay in and stay away from, physically distanced from other people, not socially distanced. That's why we have Zoom, and that's why we have telephones, and that's why we have Facebook, but physically distanced. And if you're trying to do that, this might keep you entertained for a little while, 4 times a week. Okay? So, as I always say, stay safe, stay sane. If you get cranky, take a nap. Let me see if I can find my way out of here. I'll see you guys soon. Love you all.